So, with general iconographic characteristics, we've gone over the subject of heads. We've talked about arms briefly, and we've also talked about legs. And with all of these, we have the three moods of peaceful, semi-peaceful, wrathful, and wrathful. And then we also have animal featured. And then with the arms, we have two arms, then we have multiples of arms. And then with legs, we have normally two legs, sometimes one, but otherwise two is normal, and then we have multiples after that. Now, one thing that we do find with the second of the two moods, the semi-peaceful, semi-wrathful, and the wrathful, but also with the animal featured, because they're generally more wrathful in category. But what we have not yet talked about is the trampled gods and deities that are underfoot. Now, it's not always just gods and deities. There can also be animals. So the main topics really are looking at the subject, the main subject of what is being put underfoot, and then the type of suppression or the type of depiction that is being conveyed by the painting or sculpture. So with the subjects, we really have two. We have gods and we have animals. So basically, we're saying we have figurative human types, and then we have animal. Those are the two types. I mean, to divide gods between gods and deities is neither here nor there. We're talking about human type figures, nonetheless. So in terms of the type of depiction that is taking place, we kind of have four. We have prone figures, we have suppressed figures, supporting figures, and then a corpse. So yes, a prone figure could be a corpse, but actually in many cases with Buddhist Tantra, Hindu Tantra, Bon religion, the figures that are lying under the feet of a deity are not necessarily a corpse, and they could be deemed to be alive. They're just being held there. So this is a textual issue. Now, there's also some figures where there's multiples, where they're just being suppressed under the feet, so they can be in the appearance of actually struggling. We see that with some types of deities, and we also can see it as a variation of a same subject like Kalachakra or Vajrabhairava or Hevajra, but we're seeing different artistic styles where rather than being figures are being suppressed, they're actually they're supporting. So with Kalachakra sometimes, with Hevajra sometimes, we see two of the figures under the four legs are being suppressed, while two of the figures of the four, two additional figures, are actually supporting and holding up the leg in a dancing posture. And then, of course, we do have corpse, but the corpse, again, is going to be textual. We know it's a corpse because the ritual text or the Tantra says that there is a corpse underfoot of the central deity, be it Mahakala or what deity it is. Now, in terms of animals, we do have some animal type deities, such as elephant-headed deity, 2 arms, elephant-headed deity, 4 arms that can be underfoot. What is very common to be underfoot is are snakes, and we find this with Vajrapani, with Vignantika, with Achala, with a number of different deities, Humkara possibly, and of course these snakes are actually Nagas. So there is a bit of complexity to what's underfoot and how they're placed underfoot and what they represent underfoot. There is some complexity, and possibly we'll expand the page on Himalayan Art Resources to deal with some of that. So we'll leave it at that at this time. You can press the like button, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon. You can also make a donation directly on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.